I found out she was cheating, so I made sure she lost everything. So, I had been with my girlfriend Emily for 3 years. I loved her like crazy and thought she was the one. We were even talking about moving in together. I supported her emotionally, helped her through a job loss, and even loaned her money when things got tight. I believed we had something real. Spoiler, I was dead wrong. Everything seemed fine until I noticed little things. She started being overly protective of her phone, going out with friends more often, and making excuses to avoid spending time with me. My gut told me something was off, but when I confronted her, she swore up and down that I was just being insecure. Then one night, her phone buzzed while she was in the shower. I glanced at it, and there it was, a text from a guy named Brad, saying, "Can't wait to see you again, babe. Last night was amazing." My heart dropped. I knew right then she was cheating. I didn't confront her right away. Instead, I kept my cool and planned my next move. I wanted her to hurt. And not just emotionally, I wanted her whole life to come crashing down. Here's where things got ugly. Emily had just landed a great new job after being unemployed for a while. Thing is, I was friends with the manager who hired her, a guy I introduced her to at a party. I reached out to him privately, and it turned out Emily had lied to him during the interview process about her qualifications. She exaggerated her experience by a lot. I gave him a friendly heads up about the lies, providing just enough evidence to make him question everything. Long story short, she got fired within a week. Next, I remembered that Emily had taken a loan from me, a big one, around $5,000. We had no formal agreement, but I had all the text conversations to back it up. I told her I needed the money back immediately. She panicked because she didn't have it, and I knew she couldn't borrow it from Brad. Turns out, he was just as broke as she was. I didn't stop there. I also knew her landlord, a mutual friend of ours, and casually let it slip that Emily was considering breaking the lease early. That gave him the push he needed to hit her with a formal notice. Either pay the full rent up front or get out within 30 days. When I finally confronted her, I did it with everything laid out: texts, lies, the job situation, the money. I told her I knew about Brad, knew she'd been using me, and that she could consider this the official end of our relationship. The look on her face? Pure shock. She tried to apologize, to spin some half-assed excuse, but I wasn't having it. I told her, "You cheated on the wrong guy, and now you're going to see what happens when you cross me." In the end, she lost her job, her apartment, and the respect of our entire friend group once they found out what she did. As for Brad, they didn't even last 2 months. I heard he bailed on her the moment things got tough.